Well, hello everyone, my name is Prime and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2022 here on Calmsden Farm. And if you remember last time, well, we were working here in Field 3, I do believe it is. Yes, it is. And, well, we were harvesting it and baling, and as you can tell, it's all done. If you didn't see the end of last episode, my recording stopped for some strange reason. I actually don't know what happened there. I haven't had the issue since. But it stopped, and I had finished this field. And then I decided, you know what, I don't want another episode of harvesting, so I went ahead and did field number 6 as well down by our cow field, which was the wheat field. So everything is baled, everything is ready to go, but first, before we get collecting the bales, because we're going to be leasing the big chungus of an auto stacker, because I do not feel like doing that by hand. There's some 80 bales for us to pick up. And I'll go over the plan for what we're doing with those bales in just a second. We're going to hop in the John Deere here and start planting our first field of canola. We're up here in, what field is this? Field 2. I got to remember the names here. We're up here in Field 2, and we're going to do the headlands here as I go over what the plan is for today. And there have been a few changes. If you have good memory, you'll look at the money and say, how in the world do you have $41,000? Well, again, I'll go over that in just a second. So why don't we, I guess we'll back up just a slight bit more here, put the planter down. Oh, it was already down. I guess I had already done that. And press go. Also know to turn on the planter, and we'll get going here. So hopefully everyone is doing well. I certainly am. I have kind of figured out how my style will be for these Farming Simulator episodes. Again, it's all going to be a work in progress. I know this. But you know what? I think we're going to do quite a bit of a combination of time-lapse and, of course, working. So whenever I get into stacking the bales, will be more of a time-lapse of how all that goes. And this guy will actually end up being on a worker once we get around here. But we are going to do canola here in this field number 2 and field number 3, the one that we were working on last episode. So we have some pretty good value crop coming in the near future. But when it comes to Field 6, the one that I did off camera, which was the wheat field that was again provided to us, which actually quite a bit of that wheat I sold to be able to purchase a few things, which again I'll probably end up showing and talking about in the coming moments. That field we're going to actually plant, as far as I believe, I'm going to do a barley, another cereal crop in there. Main reason being because we are going to be keeping the bales that came off of Field 6 there. There's about 30 or so on that field. And then we're going to be selling the bales on Field 3 because we do not need that many straw bales, even for the cows, which I do want to get very soon. I'm kind of just working my way up to that, I guess you could say. I do want to get some cows going on this farm. I think it would be really, really neat. But we do not need that many bales. But I do want to have a barley crop. So we still have a cereal crop for chickens because we probably should get some chickens. I guess we could do that very soon because they only take the cereal crop as well. We still have some wheat and we have lots of barley anyways, which hopefully I'll sell at some point as well. But we're going to kind of do that, I think. We're going to keep the bales off of the one field, but then not the other because we just don't need that many. And we will be leasing in moments time, whenever I'm done a little bit of the headland here. We'll be leasing the big chungus, which I like to call it, auto stacker. I can't remember the name of it. We'll look at it in the store. And that is what will contain, or that will really help us pick up all those bales quite quickly. I'll do that probably all in the time lapse because it is pretty repetitive. I'll put some, the ones that we're keeping by the shed there over by the cows, or at least one of them, and I'll put that and see if I can stack it right up into the barn because I did clear the junk. And for those who don't know how to do that, you actually go into the build manager of FS22 and you go over to where the sheep are, kind of by the horses actually. And in that junk barn over there's a little generator you click, and that sells and deletes kind of the junk in the barn so you have more space. So that's always good. But we will be doing sheep and cows and chickens, horses maybe, pigs possibly. We'll see. That may be a little bit later down in the series. But I do want to definitely get some cows and definitely want to get some chickens rolling. And probably could get some chickens rolling this episode if we really wanted to. So we'll see how things go with this episode and see how we crack on here. Probably should do probably just back down this bottom edge and then maybe once along the top edge when it comes to the headlands here. Try not to crash into our fence or gate there. That way the AI worker has some more room to go up and down the field. Sides, I'm sure they'll make it work. We will have to roll and fertilize these fields afterwards, so I'll keep that in mind. But in the meantime, we got to get some bales off so we can get some tillage rolling, because I've got the other John Deere waiting on the tillage, or on our cultivator there, that of course we have on the farm, that comes with the map itself. That is what's the plan there for I guess that's field 3 there. Going to be doing some tillage right after getting those bales off, obviously, so then we can get planting, because the canola needs to go in anytime here in August or September. And then field 23, which is our well, it has been fixed as of right now. I haven't technically updated the save, but I got that field while it was still free. Field 23 actually has some cotton in it, but the cotton will be ready to harvest anytime in October into November. So we've still got some time, and I'm going up this side just because it's an angle, and I really actually just, in all honesty, forgot about my plan. But hey ho, we'll go up this side and then along the top and then let the AI worker do the rest. But anyways, field 23 is ready to harvest sometime in October into November. So we've got some time here to get some tillage done. And obviously, we want to try and get the tillage going on field 3 as soon as possible, so that the planter isn't held up. Actually, in all honesty, this planter is a direct machine as well. So, you know what? Maybe we'll decide what exactly will be tilled and whatnot. I just remembered that this is actually a direct seeder. You do not need to cultivate, although weeds may be a bit of an issue. You know what? Maybe we will cultivate field 3, the bigger one, but because we're getting the canola. But the other one that we're just getting, well, actually that was already lowered. The other field, which is field 6, which had wheat in it, and we're going to be putting barley back into it. Maybe we'll just collect the bales, and then I'm going to assume that this will finish, and we'll be able to do that before the tillage is done anyways. So maybe we'll do that. A little bit of change of plans, but I don't mind that at all. Now, I don't really actually know if the AI worker will choose the right direction if I start from the top of the field here. It should, but anytime I've done stuff in testing and other, I guess really my testing saves, I've always started it so then it works left to right. And technically, you'd think it would, because when it turns around, it goes down, but I'm going to just be cautious here, come across, stop it, drive down to the end of the field here, and then start it and let the AI worker do its magic. And if there's any blank spots, we'll come back and finish that one off. So I'll drive down here, and then we shall lease that bale stacker, because we need to get that going. And there's just a lot of stuff, man. This really makes me feel for those farmers that especially the ones that have little crews but lots to do. Now, it doesn't help that we kind of got thrown into this, both fields kind of ready to go, which is why I just could decide to do it off camera, because it was going to be, in all honesty, a little boring if not. Now, I am a little concerned about the direction of this, and if the AI is going to be able to figure this out. It is actually remarkably smarter than I give it credit for, but I'll start it here, get my auto stacker, and we'll figure out if he's lost. I'm gonna hope not. Oh yeah, and I forgot, I bought a lot of seed because, well, we needed seed, and I got the JCB in here ready to go if we have extra seed. But let's head over to, I guess maybe a little purchase I did because I needed seed and I really wanted a little run me around machine with the trailer. So I got myself a little side-by-side. That was part of the selling of some of the crop to be able to purchase, well, this and the seed, and make sure I have some extra cash for stuff, because I didn't really like only having around 10 grand for stuff. That was a little sketchy. And of course, the loan is now all paid off, which is always nice. So here's the Fent. So we'll run over and knock on the door. Hopefully, it's 3:30. They should be still open here at the dealer. Of course they are. I forgot I'm still in the construction thing. So let's head up here to, where is it? No, bale loaders. Not even the right thing. We could do, like, this is actually, it's not even big enough. I think we did 240 bales anyways. So we have to do the big chungus. Go into here, and we're going to just lease that bad boy, because there's not a chance in the world we're buying it. It's $4,500 to do it, but we'll be able to sell the bales for a lot more than that, so we should be fine. The Fent should be plenty of power to pull this thing. I'm not too concerned. I mean, it does hold 14 bales, but this thing is powerful enough. I think we're around 180 horsepower with this Fent. We can actually upgrade it, and I can't remember if... I can't actually remember the horsepower, to be honest with you. It may have been upgraded from what the stock one is. I don't actually know. I'll have to check that. But I do know it's got a decent amount of power, so I'm not too concerned about trying to do the bales here. So let's head over to field 6, and then we'll probably get time-lapsing, because it's only so much I can do. It was only so much I could do in real time. Or actually, you know what? We're going to change this up on the fly. This is going to be something in the series you're going to kind of notice, which I don't know if it's a good thing or not. I may change my mind frequently. So in other words, I'm actually going to be collecting the bales in this time. I think just first load we'll do without any time lapse, so then we can just kind of continue chatting, and it's, you know, a little bit more interactive that way, I guess. It's not just music and progress. But field 3 over here, we're definitely going to be time-lapsing, because that guy, we're going to be going to the sell point, and there's going to be a lot of traveling, and we might as well just do it all in a time-lapse. But this one over here, where we're going to actually be dropping it off just right beside us here at the cow farm, there's no point doing a time-lapse, because I'll probably be wanting to come back to talk to you guys anyways. So let's swing it around the corner, because it is actually a pretty big unit, I'll give it that much. Oh, there's some deer in the field. Okay, where's my first bale I'm going to pick up? I'm going to start right over here, go right to the left. We do have quite a few bales over in this field. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be... There's about 30, I think. There's a pretty good amount, so we've got some work cut out for us, but I mean, this is kind of ultimate luxury of bale picking, I have to say. There's not a chance in the world I would have the patience to try and do this with the JCB. Good credit to those farmers who actually will do that in real life. I mean, do what I guess you have to, but because the dealer has some pretty good lease rates, at least from what I can tell, and we'll take advantage of it, considering we'll be selling a ton of bales over in field 6 there. Or no, we are in field 6. Field 3, I keep getting my field numbers crossed up. But yeah, we've got some plans here on this save, although last episode was definitely a little bit more iffy, and who knows about this episode, it may still turn out a bit iffy. But I'm really excited for what this save is going to do. Of course, we've got to do some grass work as well. We can't forget about that, because we need some hay for our cows, and we can actually cut the cow field itself in the sheep field, and we've got a couple other fields. I am thinking field 23, which is the field that currently has cotton in it. I'm thinking I'm going to just plant that grass, because in the kind of forest area to the, I guess if you're technically looking at the map, it would be the east side. It actually has like a meadow in the middle that is kind of just... What do you mean one bale size at a time? Game? Why? Did my baler change size on me? That guy looks really small compared to the other ones. Okay, that guy's fine. This has me a little concerned. Plot twist here. Okay. I'll figure that one out. Hopefully that's just a one-off and something weird happened and I just fumbled the wrong size. Did it change size for a width? Because this guy looks bigger over here. Come on, you gonna take it? He's not giving me the message, but he's just not taking it. Yeah, that guy's definitely smaller, the one on the right. Okay, that one will take it. There may be a row of smaller bales. That has me slightly concerned. It really does. Did I fumble the buttons and mess that up? I think I may have. Half of this field may not be the same size. Well, that's not good. In theory, if we go around the perimeter, we should have ones that are similar sizes. No, that one's not doing it. I think half of this field is a different size bale. Well, wouldn't you believe it? Prime messed up. There's always something that's going to happen in these things. Okay, yeah. I think the perimeter ones are probably the same. And then I did something with a button, and a lot of the final ones are different. Well, how lovely. Just lovely. Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, whatever. I thought I was just making all 240s, but apparently not. So let's head over here to the barn, and hopefully we can just tip this thing straight up into this thing, so I don't have to try and move this again, because that would be a royal pain in the backside. Let's see here. Reverse it. I have adjusted my controller sensitivity as well, so it's not so bad. I'm not too confident that this is high enough. We're gonna find out. My confidence is dwindling. Quickly. We may have to really fudge this. Okay, wage pavement, thank you. I mean, it's gonna let us try and unload it. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is not legit. Oh no, oh no, oh no. No, 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 no. Close it, close it, close it, close it. No, no, how do you abort loading? Abort loading. X, X, X. Close it, close it. It's not working. It's really not working. It's not working. Oh no, no. Okay, we're all good. No one saw anything. Totally didn't try and put something into something that wouldn't work anyways. We're gonna put that. Is it? What you up to there, baler? I don't really know. Is it? Are we okay? I've got to try and get out of here, but it's stuck because it won't fold up. What you up to there, baler? Or not? It's not even a baler. It's a bale loader. Well, this is lovely, isn't it? Finally, got it. Okay, we're gonna just unload it in front of the barn, like a normal person would do, considering this is not a chance in the world that it would fit. We'll just unload it there. Call her good. All right. You saw nothing. Nothing went wrong. It was a perfect unloading. It's only me that can make that work. Okay, so my question is, what size are these other bales that they just won't load with the other one? So I know the perimeter one should be 240, but these ones appear smaller. So let's just hop out here and see what... Does it actually say what the size of it is? 400 kilograms. They're definitely not the 9,000 liters that the other ones are. So I have a feeling they're like 180s or something. So why don't we go ahead and start collecting those, because... Okay, we got multiple size bales now. Lovely. We'll see how many of them there actually are of this, if it was just a very short thing. But considering my short little test, it looks like it could be quite a few of them that are in this issue. It is strange, I'm not gonna lie, because I did the other field should hopefully be all the same size, because that was the one I did first. So I guess I was baling it with you guys for a lot of it there over in field 3, but yeah, this has me a little bit concerned about my ability to hit buttons properly. That's for sure. I have no idea how long this episode's going to be, by the way. It could be really long, it could be short. I have no idea, because there's going to be time lapses when we get to the other fields or the other field as well. So that should speed stuff up. But depending on how long this process is, and depending on how many issues there are, I really don't know. Probably should look at the map to see if my worker's getting along fine. Yeah, it looks like he's getting along in field 2. That's good. I hit too many times. I guess we'll look at the map again. Yeah, field 23, 100%. We're just going to make grass, because I don't need another arable field, I don't think. We've got plenty of those. And I need a grass field that's big enough that I can get some silage off of it. without just all these smaller ones, and it's easier to get some equipment in and out of as well. That's my goal. We're going for a little bit more simplicity here than buying up all these small fields. I'm a little bit lazy in that sense, but don't judge me. Okay, I guess we're going interior now. Hit the wrong button, but that's fine. I'm just a complete wreck today. Well, isn't this fun? Doing some farming. Just ranting to you guys about how my inability to do certain things. Or my... Oh, here we go. Different size bale. This is part of the perimeter one, I guess. Okay, well... There's going to be probably like 4 or 5 ones that just don't fit, but that's fine. This is probably another perimeter one here, but I'm going to give it a chance. Let's see. Any chance? Nope, different size. Okay. Yeah, we've got... The one that went around the perimeter in the beginning bit was fine. I can't remember if I did that in one session or not, or I must have hit the wrong button trying to unfold the machine or something. Okay, yeah, these are all the same size, so... We'll just have to come back for the perimeter ones, but that's fine. We'll have quite a few bales, though, for our cow farm, which is going to be great. I won't complain about that one, that's for sure. Load 2. Let's see if I can do this without absolutely annihilating everything. I guess we'll put them right beside it. Let's see. Snake it in there. Beauty. Pull it forward so it's not in the building. I don't want the bales to go flying. That would really stink. We'll put them right there. Perfect. Pull it forward a bit and make sure start closing it. Not going to catch on anything. Beautiful. Pull this around. Jackknife the thing just because I can. Why not? And let's grab those last few bales. Let's see. Now, they may be a real pain in the backside because there's a good chance. Well, we know there's a couple different sizes here now. I'm not 100% sure what those sizes are and which ones are which. I know this one, I think, down here is a perimeter one. So it's probably going to be, yeah, well, I mean, it will take it because it's the first one. These ones look smaller. Yep, okay. Those two are the end one that I spit out of the machine. So I 100% changed it at some point. So we're going to have to come over here to the bigger ones, collect them, and then come back for the 2 smaller ones. Well, isn't this just fun? Alright, final 2 bales are being pushed to the back to be able to go ahead and unload. So, that is field 6 done, which is absolutely wonderful. Don't know how, I must have just hit the wrong button when I was doing some of the... I'll fix those bales later, I don't really care at this point. Actually, before we just start baling here, we got to see where in the world are we selling the bales, because I want to take these bales somewhere here. Would it be just under straw, or is it actually a bales thing itself? Because I saw the straw up here. I'd imagine it's just under straw. So where are some of the selling points? What's the best one? Stores bales sell point. Okay. I mean, that'll work. Let's tag the place. Where is that on our map? Oh, it's way down in the bottom corner. Okay, it's a little bit of a drive, but that's fine. Time-lapse time, people. We've got a lot of bales to move. All right, I think we're losing daylight here. If by losing I mean completely lost it. So what you can tell in that time lapse, it took an absolute year to try and clear those bales, but we made quite a bit of cash off of it. I think it's about $40,000 that we made off of that, which was pretty impressive itself. So in the morning when the dealer opens, I will return that auto stacker, and we'll continue getting this field 3 cultivated here. I just, like you saw at the end of the time lapse there, just decided to go along the bottom end of the field, but I'm getting pretty tired and I think I'm gonna have to hit the bed. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We'll also get the planter down to field 6 next episode as well. The worker did finish that, but he got hungry and had to go home for supper. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Calmsden Farm. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully this episode went a little bit better than the last one. At least the recording appears to still be going, so I'll take that as a win. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.